I've got to give you a little update on my health journey because of some procedures I'm going to have done, and so I'm going to give this to you early. But I'm going to ask that you hear this and understand we are completely at peace, no anxiety for us whatsoever. We're moving forward where we believe the Lord has told us to go and what to do next. So don't let it throw a wet blanket on the service. We're going to jump right back into the teaching. But for those of you that know, and most of you do, I went through quite a, my Lord, who's been sitting on this bar stool? Bobby, did you push it down? Bobby's been in here teaching Union University. It's been absolutely awesome. But I went through, I did not have COVID bad. I didn't even have a fever, honestly, never even had a cough. But a few weeks after COVID, I went into this neurological thing that was hell. And now most of the experts have even come out saying that COVID has become more of a neurological and cardiological deal than it even is a pulmonary deal. And so I never had issues with the lung stuff, but I had some crazy issues with the neurological stuff. And when we moved here, I was doing well. I'm doing better than I've ever done in the neurological regard. But I had to establish a care with a doctor here. We didn't have a doctor. I had a doctor that was one of my very good friends back in South Carolina. And I had to establish doctor care, and because of some family history, she just randomly wanted to do an EKG. And when she did the EKG, they found some hypertrophy of the left ventricle of my heart. And that led them to say, okay, let's do an echocardiogram. When they did the echocardiogram, they found that I had an aortic valve that was not functioning properly. And I was experiencing something called regurgitation, which meant the heart would pump the blood into the aorta, and then it would not, these three flaps would not seal back properly. And so the blood would regurgitate, and my heart would have to double work. Your heart is genius. So it's going to figure out how to get that blood out of there. So it's working double time. I had no symptoms, would have never had any knowledge of this had I not gone and gotten that test done. And I'm thankful for that because, again, I'm not a go to the doctor person, and I would have to have had some severe symptoms for me to ever go to the doctor. I didn't think anything was wrong with my heart. I did have the neurologist back in the neurological days tell me, you probably should see a cardiologist, because during the neurological storm, I could be sitting in my seat and my heart rate go to 200. Just sitting there. So obviously there was something happening on a cardiac level. They now believe that that virus actually probably affected these valves in my heart, maybe even the nerves of the valves in my heart. They have a fix for that. They have a solution for that, and it is to replace that aortic valve. And as soon as they diagnosed me with this, they immediately, introduced me to a guy I'd never met before who told me they were going to ready to do surgery on me. I'm like, hold on. And so through some family connections, I got to UAB in Birmingham, and God just blessed us to be able to be with an amazing, godly man who did about 104 of these aortic valve repairs last year. And he's very confident that this is the next step that we need to take. We kind of put it off to pray and to hear and to see. We didn't kind of put it off. We never disagreed with anything he said. He gave us the understanding of how it worked. But it's come to a point now where we feel like it's time for me to go get this repaired. So on next Thursday in UAB, they'll put me in a new aortic valve. It is an open heart procedure, so there'll be a little recovery period in there that I'll have to walk through. But we are believing, especially with my age, my overall health. I went and had a right heart catheterization, left heart catheterization. My heart's amazing. No blockages, nothing there. It's just this one issue that we need to get this valve fixed. And he said, if you've got 8 cylinders, you've been living on about 2 and just didn't realize it. And so I'm going to be really excited when I come out on the other side of this. So I want you to be praying with us, praying with Tammy and I, Elijah and Judah, my parents. We all have peace. My kids were like, let's get this fixed now. And Brian was like, just get this thing fixed now. Those that I brought in to really be a counsel team for me. Wisdom is found in a multitude of counsel. We're like, get this thing fixed, get it behind you, get on the other side of it. And there's a more excellent way, and that would be for the valve to be healed. That's the more excellent way. We're not stopping traveling down that path. However, we also believe there's a way the Father can give me a new heart valve, and I can get on the other side of this very quickly without doing any real damage to my heart, because I got a long, long, long path ahead of me. Amen. So thank you guys for praying, believing with us. Things here are going to be awesome. Matter of fact, we had a staff meeting where we talked about this, and the glory of God fell in that staff meeting. I think we're still kind of buzzing. We've got an amazing team here, and then different ones of the sons have reached out and said, we want to be there during the time of your recovery. And so we're just really grateful. Tammy's at peace. Tammy doesn't have the ability to not be at peace, I don't think. But she doesn't have any anxiety. I don't have any anxiety other than the fact I don't really want to have my chest cracked open. But I don't have any anxiety about how the long term is going to be. He believes at my age and health, I'll rebound real quickly and I'll be back up here with you super, super fast, which is what I long for more than anything, honestly, when I think about it. It's your family and it's the kingdom that really is got my heart stirred up. So we feel peace about the procedure. I received a word, really powerful word from Tim Sheets. I've got a dear friend named Dutch Sheets. Dutch and I have been in each other's lives for decades now. But his brother Tim's a powerful, powerful guy. Had a dream, did not know I was going through the neurological stuff, and the Lord spoke to him and told him he's going to go through a great storm, but when he comes on the other side, he'll be restored to the vigor of his youth. So I was Jimmy helped remind me of that this week in being here, to believe the other side of this is, he did say this. He said, restored to the vigor of his youth, but a wisdom he did not have in his youth. He made sure he pointed that out. So easy now. So vigor and wisdom. So I'll take both of those. So thank you guys for praying for us. We'll have the team here keep you updated. We have an amazing staff. We really do. And our staff is so large that we have to have staff meeting in the sanctuary. We don't have another room that'll hold all the staff that we have. But I'm thankful for every one of them. And so you're going to have great leadership. Great things are happening. I'm just missing, I don't want to miss a Friday, and so, but I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to write a book during this season. I asked the Lord, I said, where are you in this? And he said, I'm going to sequester you and I'm going to pull you to myself in a way you've never been pulled to me before. So I'm going to write a book that's been in my heart for a while during this season. This will give me the downtime to do that. I don't do real well with downtime. So writing a book sounds like a good way to fill my time. So thank you guys for everything. Are you ready for some teaching tonight? Is that cool? We're good. I know you're going to ask. Let me tell you right now, first of all, I did not get the vaccine. So don't email me your conspiracy theories that this is because I got the vaccine. And yeah, I know that you're going to ask, so I'm just going to tell you, this is the exact surgery that Arnold Schwarzenegger had. So it is people with our kind of body type, I think, that are more susceptible to having to have, we may have just, sometimes the muscle itself can put too much stress on the body. So yeah, so me and the governor will have the same scar, same pecs. His just point different. I have the same pecs he does. They just point a little bit differently. All right.